everybody. This is Alan Fine for Virtual Roadshows and Insider Travel Report. Today, we're going to have a panel for how top destinations cater to the adventure traveler today. And this is part one because we got a lot of destinations. And so let me read the summary of what you're about to hear. Top destination executives share the adventure travel opportunities available for travel advisors to sell. They outline the destinations, types of adventure experiences, and ways advisors can better understand their offering. We have with us today Joanna Gonzalez, Leisure Sales Manager for Discover Puerto Rico. We have Greg Truman, Head of North America, Saudi Tourism Authority. We have Melanie Schenkel, the Aussie Specialist Program Manager for Tourism Australia. And we have Anna Santos, Head of Marketing and Trade Relations for Mato, Grosso do Sol and Iguassu. All right, gang, here's your first question. Can you briefly describe your destination and what it offers, knowing that we're going to get into more details as we go? Let's start with Joanna.
Thank you, Alan, and welcome everyone to our amazing session. Well, Puerto Rico, it's a Caribbean paradise that offers an unbeatable blend of thriving adventures, rich culture, and breathtaking natural beauty. We have a little bit of everything for everyone. We have activities and adventures for outdoor enthusiasts, for water lovers, kayaking adventures. We have off-road adventures, horseback riding, canyoning, ATV tours. There's so much that you'll learn throughout the session, and hopefully you'll get to send your clients soon to Puerto Rico.
That's right. And Greg, talk about Saudi.
Good afternoon, Alan. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for making some time for us today. Saudi Arabia is an amazing destination with unparalleled diversity and a tapestry of heritage, culture, and breathtaking landscapes. It's home to historical treasures like Alula and Diriyah, and boasting modern attractions in cities like Jeddah and Riyadh. The country offers unique adventures from exploring pristine forests and deserts, yes, forests, rugged mountains, also snow and skiing adventures as well, because you never would think it would snow in Saudi Arabia, but it does, and the amazing diving in the Red Sea with absolutely crystal clear waters and reefs that have to be seen to be believed.
And Melanie, tell us about Australia.
Absolutely. G'day, everyone. Welcome to the show. So Australia is a destination of stunning contrast, perfect for clients seeking diverse experiences, from the vibrant energy of Sydney and Melbourne to the awe-inspiring Great Barrier Reef and the iconic red sands of Uluru. It caters to every travel style. So your clients can surf world-famous beaches like Bondi, explore ancient rainforests, or indulge in wine tasting in the picturesque Yarra and Barossa valleys. It's a land where kangaroos roam freely, star-filled skies captivate, and every day feels like an adventure. So whether they seek thrill or relaxation, Australia promises some really unforgettable memories that they'll just cherish forever.
That's great. And now, Anne, I saved you for last because I frankly want to hear more about your two locations.
Yes. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's a pleasure to share a little bit more about Brazil. So I'm here to speak a little bit about two destinations. First of all, we're going to talk about Iguassu Falls, which is in the south of Brazil. And it's a very nice destination for pretty much everyone. When we think about families or, groups of friends, it's a great destination for an all year long type of travel because there is tons of nature, beautiful nature. I mean, first of all, we have one of the seven wonders of the world, which is the Iguassu Falls, a extremely big waterfall it's actually a conjunction of 275 waterfalls. So it's this big monument, and there's tons of activities, outdoor activities, for, the less adventurous to the ones who really like a thrill and culture, a mix of a very good culinary, many amazing things to do. And from there, we jump to Mato Grosso do Sul, which is eastern part of Brazil, a very wild and nature immersion. I mean, if you want to encounter wild animals, like for the jaguar, for example, this is the place to go. So lots of outdoor activities as well, traditions. There is a very special thing about Mato Grosso do Sul, which we have Pantanal, lots of farms, and you can really see how the traditions are and do a lot of activities like kayaking and rappel and get into the caves. So lots of great things to do in both places.
Okay. Now let's drill down to the adventure part. And you started to do that, Anna, and you talked about thrills. So let's stay with you. What makes your destination one that attracts the adventure traveler?
Yes. Yeah, I've touched it a little bit, but now we're getting into a little bit more details. Absolutely, adventure is such a big thing in both destinations. Like I said, lots of outdoor activities. So we can do trails, rafting, in Mato Grosso do Sul. Fishing, a lot of sport fishing. It's a very famous activity as well. Horseback riding, and a lot of tirolesas that you can go down from one place to another. So, like I said, there's all activities for all types of adventure souls. And in Iguassu Falls, we also have all those activities: trails, kayaking, and you can do skydiving as well with viewing the waterfall. So that's a very amazing experience as well. There's parks for the kids to feel adventures as well. So we have the dinosaur park that the kids can also, in a very lower level, feel adventure and have some thrilling experience. So there's for all tastes.
And Melanie, I mean, Australia has A for adventure. I mean, give us why the adventure traveler is attracted to that location.
Absolutely. I mean, it offers an array of thrilling experiences. So picture your clients diving into the vibrant Great Barrier Reef, surfing the iconic waves at Bondi Beach, hiking through dramatic landscapes in the Blue Mountains. And like from exploring the outback and its majestic Uluru and Kings Canyon to rainforest ziplining and sandboarding on golden dunes, Australia's diverse landscape provides endless opportunities for unforgettable adventures. For your adventure-loving clients, Australia is definitely a must-experience destination that delivers excitement every day.
And Greg, Saudi, it keeps inventing excitement. Tell us what's going on and why would the
Oh,
adventure traveler want to go there?
oh, absolutely. I don't know where else in the world where you could be snowboarding in the morning, snorkeling or scuba diving midday, and then dune bashing in the afternoon. All in the canyons and echoes of amazing ancient civilizations in places like Alula, where you can experience things like Elephant Rock and other amazing natural wonders. It's a dream destination for adventure travelers, Alan. It really, really is. It has vast and varied landscapes, countless opportunities for exploration and adrenaline-filled adventures, whether it's hiking through those dramatic canyons in and around Alula, camping under star-studded desert skies. And if you've never seen the skies from the middle of the desert with no white noise or white light, it is breathtaking. I mean, just absolutely tremendous. Scuba diving, we talked about before. So many unique and authentic experiences. It's just an amazing destination.
Now, Joanna, Puerto Rico, we love Puerto Rico, but now show us why the adventure traveler loves Puerto Rico.
Well, we offer an unparalleled mix of thrilling adventures and experiences because we do have diverse landscapes and we have a rich cultural heritage. So whether you're seeking for a high energy outdoor activity, immersive nature experiences, or heart-pounding thrills, we can deliver all of them to you and your clients. Our diverse natural landscapes, our thrilling water adventures, we have high adrenaline experiences, accessible year-round adventures. Our tropical climate, it's perfect. We have the same temperature all year round. So you can be certain that you'll have a great weather for your activities. Also, cultural immersions combined with thrilling activities beautiful. We have three cultures within our DNA, so you can do a little bit of everything. And then for U.S. travelers, being a U.S. territory, it's hassle-free travel for North Americans because no passports are required to come into Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I always love mentioning that to people. They forget. So now we're going to move on, and we've talked a little bit, each of you. I've heard you say things about the natural attractions in your locations, but now let's be specific about it. Let's start with you, Greg, because I went to a presentation. I haven't been to Alula yet, but my goodness, start telling us about your natural attractions in Saudi, please.
I think you started. I think you can almost tell us about Alula and some of the amazing natural attractions that make up Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, no, but I saw it in Manhattan. It was a very impressive presentation. You tell us the real deal, please.
Fair enough. Alula is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was built ancient civilization by the same group, the Nabateans, that built Petra in Jordan. So there's about 70 different types of structures and tombs and monuments that have been built over the years. And quite frankly, there's almost a pathway where you can go from point A to point B, ending up in Petra and experiencing Alula as part of that. It's a dramatic desert landscape. We have we have the largest mirrored building in the world, which just blends into the landscape. Not quite adventuresome, but just spectacular rock formations, historical landmarks like Hegra and Elephant Rock, just awesome. Closer to Riyadh, maybe a half hour away, capital city, we have what we call the end of the world, the edge of the world, rather. And it's a breathtaking encampment with panoramic views, amazing hiking, amazing opportunities, photography and selfies, and all the social media stuff we all love to do. We have the Red Sea coast. Now, the Red Sea is an archipelago of about 130 islands, of which about a quarter of them are going to be developed. But the government, the Saudi, has made commitments to all sorts of environmental groups around the world to keep those waters pristine. And even though we've had 4 properties open to date, and there's another dozen coming online this year, the waters have been equally beautiful. They have not been impacted at all. And the reefs are not just being conserved, they're actually growing. So it's just a remarkable commitment to the environment and just spectacular. I mean, these are reefs that haven't been seen by divers before, frankly. We have mountains. We have the Azir Mountains, which offer greens, cool weather, great hiking, paragliding, as well as cultural immersions. I mean, frankly, wherever you go in Saudi, you're going to have a cultural immersion. Just the people in Saudi are just so warm and welcoming. I always share one story of a friend that was traveling there a few months ago, and he was driving out through the desert, and he pulled over to put his toes in the sand and take some pictures. And not one, not two, but 3 different cars pulled over to check to make sure that he was okay. The third car insisted he take some water and snacks. And he says, but I appreciate that, but why are you stopping to give me water and snacks? He goes, my friend, you are in the middle of the desert. You need to be prepared. So again, very welcoming country with amazing adventure opportunities.
That's great. Now, Anna, let's talk about the natural attractions that bring the adventure traveler to Brazil.
Yes. I have to Iguassu Falls, even though the falls, it's when I think about it, it's kind of like, oh, okay, waterfall. But this is, like I said, it's such a big waterfall, and it's like 275 waterfalls together. And I feel like one of the most thrilling and amazing tours that we have there, it's a boat tour where you can see the falls from many different views, but I wanted to bring this experience as an example because I feel like this is a very thrilling and very special because we don't imagine getting anywhere close on something so big, but we have a tour boat that takes you very close and you get wet and they go very fast. So it's a very thrilling experience to be able to approach such a huge force of nature, but at the same time in a very safe environment and fun. And this is a very popular tour that we have there. And for Mato Grosso do Sul, a very special tour that we have there. It's this experience on a abysm that you go in. It's a cave with a lake in it, and it's a very deep lake that you go in a rappel, and it's like 150 meters that you go down. And as you go down, you get into the water. It's a very clear blue water, and you can either scuba dive or you can just snorkel and see everything. But I mean, for professional divers, this is a very unique experience because it's a very deep lake inside of a cave, and you see some wonderful submerged rocks, and there's vegetation and a bunch of different things. So this is a very unique and special experience. Plus, it's an eco-friendly Mato Grosso do Sul. It's a reference in Brazil for taking care of environment and eco-friendly. They're completely carbon-free, so carbon neutral. So this is not just having an amazing experience and being adventurous, but also taking care of the environment there and the destination. So
That's great. Now, Joanna, let's talk about the some more on the natural wonders of Puerto Rico
Certainly.
and how that
And
will attract the adventure traveler.
no, I mean, certainly. El Yunque National Forest, it's the only tropical rainforest in the United States National Forest System. It's perfect for hiking, waterfall rappelling, ziplining. At our karst region in the north of the island, you can explore underground caves. You can rappel into sinkholes. You can trek through limestone formations at the Rio Camuy Cave Park and that whole section of the Rio Camuy, which is the third largest underground river in the world, and it's right here in the north of Puerto Rico. We have scenic coastlines, endless beaches, and cliffs that provide opportunities for water sports and breathtaking coastal hikes. Our bioluminescent bays. I've been fortunate to visit the 3 bio bays that we have on the island. One Mosquito Bay in the island of Vieques, Laguna Grande in the town of Fajardo, and then La Parguera in the town of Lajas. 2 of them are on the East Coast. La Parguera, it's on the southwest of Puerto Rico. And it's such a rare, beautiful experience to do. It's highly recommended. Usually we do mention that it's there. You should do them on moonless nights or those nights where the moon is not that bright, because it does affect the glow in the water. We're also a surfing mecca, the towns of Rincon and Isabela on the West Coast. They offer world-class waves, attracting surfers from around the globe. Snorkeling and diving, there's paddleboarding, jet skiing, zip lining. We have the largest zip line in the Americas. It's called the Monster, and it's 1.5 miles long in Toro Verde, in the town of Orocovis, right in the center of Puerto Rico. Canyoning, waterfall rappelling, ATV, off-road adventures. There's so many activities that you can do that I can't wait to have you here.
And so now, Melanie, I think I've said this to you before. It's almost unfair because your square miles and kilometers. It's just so. But for the adventure traveler, the natural wonders of Australia. Let's go.
Absolutely. I mean, the natural attractions are just a dream for adventure travelers. So Tasmania's Cradle Mountain, it offers incredible hiking and wildlife experiences. So you can see our famous Tasmania devils there at the Devils at Cradle exhibit, while the Grampians, for instance, are perfect for rock climbing and trekking, and the rugged terrain of the Flinders Ranges invites exploration. And the Daintree Rainforest, the oldest rainforest on the planet, is ideal for ziplining and wildlife encounters in a tropical setting. For more coastal adventures, because, we are an island, we're surrounded by water, so there's plenty of beach to explore. I definitely recommend sandboarding, which is really fun in the dunes in Port Stephens. I have done it. I screamed the whole time. I thought I was going to land flat on my face, but I did not. It was really, really fun. You can also go surfing in the Margaret River region, which is in Western Australia. And that's really unique because there's surf and vineyards next to each other. It's like a dream. It's perfect. So, with its diverse landscapes from rainforests to deserts to beaches, Australia is a must sell destination because they can just have so many different adventure experiences in the one destination.
So listen, guys, the next question is about what are the activities that adventure travelers can engage in your destination? This is sort of like a catch-all. If you haven't said one and you thought of it while someone else is talking, let's drop it in here. Let's start. Melanie, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, some of the adventure activities that are great for thrill seekers is you can swim with the beautiful, majestic whale sharks at Ningaloo Reef, and that's on Western Australia. So, the other side, the west coast of the country, and that's actually a fringing reef. So, it's right off the beach. You don't have to go out into the middle of the ocean to experience that. Diving with sharks, so great white sharks in Port Lincoln. If you're brave enough, definitely try that. And also the cage of death with saltwater crocodiles in Darwin. So you basically get in this huge Perspex container and get right up close with a salty. Haven't done that yet. Really, really want to try it next time I'm in Darwin. Of course, there's surfing in Noosa, kayaking, and four-wheel drive trips are really popular in Australia, particularly in Kagari, which is a beautiful island of white sand, which is famous for our dingo population, which are our beautiful white dogs that we have. So they're just some little key things that your clients could do when they come down under.
And Joanna, in Puerto Rico, were there any other activities that adventure travelers should know about that you haven't mentioned yet?
Yes. We do have rock climbing, and there's different routes, and you can do the rock climb and then the rappelling. Also, mountain biking. There's horseback riding throughout the coast, fish and deep sea excursions. One for those looking into adrenaline rushes, paragliding and skydiving. It's also available in the north. So those are additional activities that you can do while on island.
Okay. And Anna, any other activities you can think of that you hadn't mentioned in Brazil?
Yes, many more. Actually, when we think about Iguassu Falls, lots of things. You can see the waterfalls from above with a helicopter ride. There's the bird park, which is a big conservation where you can explore, see over 100 types of birds and lots of animals. They have a conservation center for the jaguar. So you can also see the jaguar. They do an amazing job with reproducing other jaguars and taking care of them. There are tons of activities such as kayaking, paragliding. There's a tour with along a bunch of different waterfalls, smaller ones that you can swim. And there's like 11 waterfalls that you go in and you swim, and it's a trail. Takes about 3 hours, but it's a very nice tour to take as well. And as we move on to Mato Grosso do Sul, tons of different activities as well. The safari is a very special one. You can do the safari by car during the day. You can also do it by night, which is very thrilling as well. I mean, encounter a jaguar at night must be a very amazing experience. You can also do it by boat. So you do a safari by boat, also during the day, and you see many different types of animals. Mato Grosso do Sul, it's a very specific region that over the year, depending on when you go and it's raining a lot and the dry season, you get to see different things and do different activities. So let's say if you go in a raining season, the rivers are very full and lots of water activities. So river floating, you see lots of different types of fish, and the waterfalls are very full as well. So you get a very good experience. Like I said, very many different caves where you get different experiences. Some of them are closed, some of them are open, but they also have Macau cave that it's a big cave, and you see many different types of macaws and other birds as well. So lots of activities.
That's good. Greg, did you think of activities in Saudi Arabia that you hadn't mentioned yet for
Several.
the adventure travel?
Yeah, thanks, Alan. Several, in fact. We talked about hiking and trekking throughout the desert and the various old formations around Alula. But there's also rock climbing that you can do, which is obviously very thrilling. We are blessed with our natural topography, which is a lot of desert. So we can go dune bashing, which is super fun, as well as desert camping under the night skies, which are just spectacular, as I mentioned. We also have paragliding, hot air ballooning, and zip lining, a lot of fun activities. And then lastly, because we have so much coastline along the Red Sea, in addition to scuba diving and snorkeling, we have deep sea fishing and other boating activities. It's just a wonder all for adventure travelers.
That's a lot of adventure to take in. I feel like we've been describing adventure very well, but now it's the selling. Let's talk to the travel advisors who are watching and let's tell them, first of all, what clients should travel advisors target for your adventure destination? Let's start with Joanna.
Well, they should consider outdoor enthusiasts and adventure seekers, those into eco-consciousness and sustainable travelers, families with active lifestyles. It could be multi-gen families, but making sure that it's an active lifestyle. Millennials and Gen Zs right now with social media, they love to post what they're doing, and that's another way to connect with them and their friends. You can also target luxury adventure travelers. Even corporate and incentive travel groups that if you work with groups, it's a great experience for them to come to Puerto Rico. And those into wellness and retreat travelers, because there's like also combining the adventure, but they can also do some wellness into it.
Continuing on that question, because it's a really important one. So Greg, what clients should travel advisors target for your territory?
So there's so many different niches that can fit the travel to Saudi for adventure travel and all travel, frankly, to the amazing country. But similarly, it's adventuresome millennials and Gen Zs. It's families looking for a mix of adventure and cultural immersions. Luxury adventure seekers. We have such amazing luxury product that is world class and second to none, frankly. And of course, eco-conscious travelers, ones looking to that are attracted to sustainable adventure activities.
Okay. And Melanie, what kind of clients should the travel advisors say to go to Australia?
Yeah, well, Australia is perfect for all ages. So clients who crave the outdoor thrills, cultural immersion, and unique landscapes, Australia is perfect for them. So target adventure travelers, adrenaline junkies, nature enthusiasts, definitely for Australia, because our crazy, unique wildlife you can't see it anywhere else on the planet. And just diverse experiences, particularly those looking to connect with Indigenous culture. So I definitely recommend Aboriginal-led experiences such as guided walks through Uluru and Kakadu National Park, and even doing some traditional bush tucker tasting.
Okay. And the same question for Anna. How should travel advisors, pick their clients for coming to Brazil?
Yes. Basically, I feel like Brazil is very welcoming to all groups of travelers. When we think about families, couples, younger generation, senior generation, everyone, I feel like it's very welcome and it will have a lot of fun. Definitely adventure is a major thing, but also travelers who are looking into have an equal importance to their trip and doing something back to the environment and to animal life. For Mato Grosso do Sul, like I said, we have many projects that invest in animal protection. So all of those who are looking into taking care of nature and giving back to the environment. Adventure seekers, for when we talk about Mato Grosso do Sul, safari lovers, fishing lovers, bird watchers, all of those publics are, it's a very good match for Mato Grosso do Sul. And those looking for an immersion of like very raw nature experience, like when you want to have a deep connection with nature and tradition, this is the place to go.
how do you advise them to get them to go to your destination for adventure travel? Greg, how would you give, what advice would you give travel advisors?
Well, I think it's not a question of giving advice to travel advisors, but rather what the tourist offices are doing to educate travel advisors and train travel advisors. We have a very robust training program. We have a very dedicated sales team, always available to help answer any questions that may arise vis-a-vis adventure travel or just regular old travel through Saudi Arabia. We have a Saudi specialist program, which is also a good asset. We provide great marketing toolkits and materials and visuals that can share. We work with DMCs in country that make it easy for the travel agent to, slice and dice. I want that part of that particular tour and match it up with another part. We partner with key travel networks, the various consortia and associations. Of course, the big one is to reorganize fam trips on an ongoing basis. So we're not doing anything in the first half of the year, but in the second half of this year, we will have a handful of different fam trips. So we look forward to hearing from travel agents about that as well. And then, of course, we look for the travel agents to share a sense of community, share their success stories, share the feedback that they get for their clients. Frankly, once you touch down in Saudi Arabia, your clients are going to have one of the most amazing experiences, and you're going to want to share that with your colleagues.
Joanna, how would you advise travel advisors to sell?
Certainly. Well, actually, I would say the advisors really need to make the right questions to their clients, make sure that they know what they're looking for in order to send them here to Puerto Rico or anywhere in the world, just to make sure to ask the right questions in order to ensure that vacation will be what they're expecting.
No, that's great advice. A travel advisor wants to make their clients happy so they keep coming back for more. You got to land them on the right product. So yes, definitely ask and listen. Does anyone else have advice for travel advisors before we move on? Okay, because that's good advice. Now, let's talk about what resources you have to help travel advisors sell more travel. Melanie, how would you, what are your resources? I know you have a load of them.
We do, we do. We house it all within the Aussie Specialist program at aussiespecialist.com. So that provides travel advisors with essential resources to sell adventure vacations to Australia. So advisors get access to destination guides, training on hiking, surfing, wildlife, Aboriginal-related experiences. Plus, we give them a lot of ready-to-use marketing materials like social media tiles and like lots of imagery, trade resources hubs. So all of that good stuff. So qualified Aussie specialists also receive updates on special offers and new products to help create those exciting itineraries for their clients. And we also offer fam trips to Australia, but we only take qualified Aussie specialists down to Australia with us. So if you're not qualified yet and you want to become an Aussie specialist, get on aussiespecialist.com. And if you get a chance to do the program by the end of February, so February 28, let me know. Send us an email at hotline@tourism.australia.com and I will send you an adorable kangaroo plush toy to remind you about Australia when you're talking to your clients.
That's great. Let me ask that of Anna and Brazil. What resources should travel advisors use to help them sell adventure with you?
Yeah, we have a platform with a bunch of different webinars on both destinations for Mato Grosso do Sul, Iguassu Falls, and even other destinations here in Brazil that specific on adventure or infrastructure or in any other, all of the information you need to be able to sell better, to be able to match what your clients are looking for. So we have written material, we have video material showing all of the beauties of our destination. It's called Viro Mundo platform.
Okay. And why don't you round this out, Joanna, and tell us for Puerto Rico, what resources do travel advisors have?
Well, Discover Puerto Rico, we offer a variety of resources designed to help travel advisors effectively sell the island's adventures and experiences. We have educational tools and marketing material, Our webpage, discoverpuertorico.com, has more information on the island, lots of information. There we have a travel professionals page where you can find information on hotels that offer a higher commission. We have a special rates for travel advisors at different hotels around the island. We do have the Puerto Rico Travel Specialist program that you can sign up and become a Puerto Rico expert. We also have, I mentioned the marketing tools, and you can also go into our social media, and there's lots of information, additional videos that you can see. There's downloadable brochures and fact sheets that we can send you. We do have professional videos in YouTube. We do have sample itineraries on our webpage. It's really thorough, and you can find lots of information on the destination. And I would say that's about it. Yes.
Well, that's great.
And also, I'm sorry, also you can send me an email through leisure@discoverpuertorico.com. And gladly, I'll be able to assist, or anybody from the leisure team will assist you with any questions or assistance that you may need.
So two things that I'd like to say. Does anyone else want to give an email? But more importantly, no one mentioned the fact that, and I'm going to make sure, visit the booths. Everyone here has a booth at the conference. And so the best resource immediately is get yourselves over there. Anyway, does anyone have an email they want to give out?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go. Tell us.
Yes, absolutely. If you need anything else, you can always send me an email at Anna, anna.cecilia, CECILIA, at globalvisionaccess.com. And I can send you any material. And please also visit our booth. We're going to have all of our materials, webinars, videos, everything exposed there. I'll be there. So any information you need on our destination, just contact me.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I'd like to jump in, Alan. So my email address is gtruman-letter C at sta.gov.sa. That's gtruman.c at sta.gov.sa. Yes, please visit us at our booth. We have our team, our North American executives that are here that will willing to answer any questions, provide personalized assistance today, tomorrow, and whenever you might have a question on Saudi. And I'll just throw in one last plug for the actual website for our training, which is visitsaudi.com.
Great. And Melanie, you gave us stuff. Do you want to repeat anything? You're good. All right. You guys, great panel. Thank you very much. I'm sure the travel advisors learned a lot. They're going to learn more when they visit. And so this is Alan Fine for Virtual Roadshows and Insider Travel Report.